Alright, man, and we got another Manosphere Highlights daily video. Let's go. It is
I've
the
used
Bumble
Bumble
video.
in the past and I didn't absolutely hate it, but when that AI update hits, I will be deleting the app and I will not be using that.
Second of all,
Why are
AI
they mad? Because they're removing the swipe. What? You're not getting your validation kink.
has no place in somewhere. First of all, it has no place. It has no place in.
It's funny how men, like, they don't care about AI like that. Like, when it comes to dating. Like, most men accept texting OnlyFans models knowing damn well it's probably Rajit from, you know what I'm saying, India. And they know that, but they're still paying to do it. Women have a problem with it because they want connection and they want all this shit from Chad or, like, you know what I'm saying, a high, like, millionaire, billionaire, quillionaire, tillionaire. But then they don't understand, ma'am, you're average. Can we stop? Let's be realistic now.
That's what I took from it. Yeah. It sounds freaking dumb. And I was just reminded, wow, this is why we as people, right, as humans, are in desperate need of community.
We recently did a video about Bumble CEO Whitney Wolfe Herd announcing Bumble's new feature, removing the swipe entirely. Let's get you up to speed real quick.
At the Bloomberg Tech Summit, the founder of Bumble came out and said that she thinks that AI avatars are the future.
What is Bumble, like, what's the difference between Bumble and Tinder now? Because that's what Bumble, the whole thing was, women have to swipe first. What happened to that? Like, that's not a thing, no. I swear, I don't hear anything about that. Like, I thought the whole purpose of Bumble was women make the first move. I don't see that ever. I've seen a couple on Twitter of, like, a woman sending a dot. Just like, and then force the man to actually break the ice.
She presented a scenario in which case people could use their AI avatars as a dating concierge to stand in for them when they're reaching out to prospective partners online.
Now we all know the future is trending toward AI companions taking over the dating market. And the key word here is AI wives, not husbands. Why? Because these women in today's highlights are going to
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, the second they find a way to make artificial wombs, yo, the women might riot. Yo, because they'll become irrelevant. Respectfully, they'll become irrelevant. Right now, the reason why men are irrelevant is because they've actually grabbed the men and substituted for the government. The second they find artificial wombs, women are out the window.
show you exactly why women are going to have a fundamental problem with AI that men simply won't. Let's get into it.
I
To
love
my
this
fellow
channel.
single friends, if you haven't heard, Bumble is adding a new AI update to their app in which your AI avatar talks to the other person's AI avatar.
Yo, they're
Your
AI, they're gonna make a coalition.
avatars converse, and then they decide whether or not you guys are a match, so that you can actually
But imagine your
meet
AI
each other.
avatar is more likable than you, though. That's crazy.
Which I think is the dumb. I suspect that anyone on the Bumble C-suite or board, they must have all been a lot older and already in relationships and never actually
No, it's because they're trying to find a way to address women's problem. And without telling women, you are ruining the app.
met a partner or participated in app dating in order to make this decision and think it's a
No, it's because most men swipe right? It's women that don't. So they need to fix that issue. And there's no way to fix that issue with the swipe. You
Good
can't fix
idea.
it because women are
Hold
too far
on.
gone.
Let's talk about how decisions actually get made at the top. Because this is not a guessing game. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie.
That's a fact.
These changes at Bumble are driven by real user behavior on the platform. Data doesn't have feelings. Data doesn't have opinions. It just tells you what people are actually doing versus what they say they're doing. And your favorite content creators operate the exact same way. Take
That's a fact.
Poor Man Podcast Reacts as a
shit.
perfect example.
Yo, I can't fuck with this channel.
And
And
look,
Levi.
no disrespect.
And
this is just
the mixed
business.
and
he
what's the mixed race guy's name again with the glasses? I forgot his name. Fuck, I forgot his name.
knows exactly what he's doing. He came to this channel, looked at what was performing, and started reacting to our top videos. And what happened?
But this sounds like a dirty shout out. Like,
His
I'm telling you,
videos
this
did
feels
well.
like, yo,
Why?
you're watching my
Because his
videos for me.
audience responds to our content. The numbers confirmed it, so he kept coming back. That
Okay.
is smart content strategy. No different from what any network executive does when they greenlight a show based on what audiences are already watching.
This is by Manosphere Highlights Daily. It's a great channel, by the way. Manosphere Highlights. Great channel. Man, shout out to Manosphere Highlights.
Yo, the Poor Man's Podcast is hilarious, bro. That guy's the goat.
Highlights Daily. Guys, if you like this content, please go over to Manosphere Highlights Daily after this video.
Sorry,
And
guys,
it's
man, my
not just
camera's
him.
fucked.
This
I had to get
dude
a new
over
camera.
here pulled 5 of our videos
It's
back
the
to
Levi
back.
Nick
Something from
Show.
Ali Wong here and the Manosphere
Levi.
Highlights Daily. Let's get straight into it. This is the video from Manosphere Highlights Daily where he talks about there's an actual show that just recently came out. Manosphere Highlights breaks down this movie called The Last American
Yo, how many
Virgin.
times did he watch?
5 in
Back
a
to back?
row.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
could sit here and make an entire video just cataloging the creators who have built their numbers off what we produce on this channel. We won't, because that's not the point. The point is, numbers tell the truth. When people keep returning to your content, the data is speaking.
That's a
Whitney
fact.
Wolf Herd understands this better than anyone. That is exactly why Bumble is making these moves. The behavior of women on the platform told them to. So why are women now fighting the very thing their own behavior told Bumble to build?
It is so dystopian that they are somehow finding a way to remove the little bit of human interaction that we get to have left in our daily lives. They're making it worse somehow. In
The only daily human what?
in a dynamic, in like a relationship
What is she talking
where
about?
communication, human to human contact and communication and interaction is extremely important, if not the most important thing. How are you going to turn everyone into robots? Probably ruin the concept of romantic relationships and dating. And then
Romance.
also get mad at younger generations and single people for not having children or getting married.
No. We're not gonna do that, man. We're not gonna blame AI for something that's been happening since the fucking 90s or the 60s. Furthermore, 60s is when actually no, it kicked off in the early 1900s, but like 60s was the, you know what I'm saying, absolute turning point. So let's stop acting like this is a new thing. Women are the issue when it comes to the dating apps. Respectfully speaking, they choose to be absolutely picky to the bone. The apps are failing, so now they have to fix that. Game's a game.
Or having divorces. This is all leading to all of that.
We're having
Boom.
divorces because of no fault
Right
divorce.
there. That is the entire argument in one sentence. And it is a deeply psychological one. Here's what's really going on beneath the surface. Yes, women reject the overwhelming majority of men on dating apps, but here's what nobody wants to say out loud. Women also take genuine pleasure in the act of rejection itself. Its power,
is true.
its validation. It confirms demand, and research backs this up hard. A study of nearly 1,400 Tinder users found that half weren't interested in actually finding dates
God
at all.
damn.
Nearly 2/3 reported they were already in relationships, and some were married while actively
What?
using the app. Many stay on dating apps for the same reason they use social media. Entertainment, confidence boosts, and the dopamine hit of collecting likes and matches. The study's own researcher called it a game of deception because the people who genuinely want real connections have a lower probability of finding them, since
Oh my
fewer
God.
users are actually there for the same reason. Read that again. 65% of dating app users are already married or in a relationship, and only 50% are
I didn't even know that. I'm
using
not gonna
the
ask
app
fuck.
to meet someone offline.
I didn't know it was that bad.
Women aren't just rejecting men, they're rejecting real men for sport. It's entertainment. And now that Bumble wants to hand the filtering process to AI, the sport is over. And that is what's actually bothering them.
This is not revolutionary at all. This woman, okay? Like, I am just like, you're not getting it. Like, people are not connecting, right? People are getting off the
People are not connecting. So then you find a solution, no? You don't just let it continue. What the fuck are you talking about?
apps because they're realizing, hey, this is a waste of my time. Like, it's making things worse. I'm not meeting anyone I'm actually connecting with. And and her idea of a revolutionary feature and something that's gonna lure people back in, is to get AI involved. Like, I don't think she understands that people want connection, and you're just Bridget,
Okay.
you're just
Why does she not have the same issue with Netflix? The algorithm absolutely abuses you and forces you to get recommended stuff that you're saying that you liked. Now it recommends you. All it's gonna do is recommend you the people that are most compatible with you, like Match.com did. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
pulling people farther apart by having AI.
It's just
as a
removing your
feature. Like, I
ability
just
to absolutely, yeah, he's too ugly. Yeah, it's just removing that ability, respectfully.
don't know how that will help.
This is pure gold. The fact that Bumble is led by a woman is a double bind she walked into herself. She let women make the first move. And guess what? Women didn't like making the first move. Why? Because it's not romantic. It kills the fantasy. So Bumble listened and shifted the burden back to men. Guess what? Women weren't happy with the men approaching them either. So now Bumble is going to let AI filter out all the unwanted men. And women still complain.
They will
Where
never be
were these
happy.
women before the apps? What were they doing in high school, in college? The best years, the best environments to meet and organically connect with people. They were participating in hookup culture, riding the hot dog carousel splash with mustard.
They wouldn't be saying any of that shit if it was a white girl, because white girl, everybody does that shit in college. Shut the
They were laser focused
my
on
God,
careers.
what the fuck was
Long-term
that?
relationships weren't on the agenda. And now the algorithm is supposed to fix what a decade of bad decisions created.
Dating apps and dating is hard enough already, but the founder of Bumble, the person who has been married, that has not been in the trenches and hasn't been single for a hot minute, thinks that the way to get people to connect further is by having their AI chatbots talk to each other to determine if they are aligned so that then
Yes.
the two humans can inevitably talk to each other?
Yes.
What the actual going on? Dating is hard enough, and I totally understand it's really fucking and it's hard and it's difficult and people don't feel like they're connecting, but the way to connect is not to disconnect further and have technology speak for each other. I wish these platforms would actually speak to either single people or the dating coaches that actually deal with the single people with the burnout and the exhaustion of feeling like there are just bots and waste of time on apps.
Yes. Dating coaches are in trouble because of features like this. And honestly, they've
But okay, explain to me what dating coaches do, because they're not going to tell these women to be more like women. They would never do that. So what do these dating coaches actually do? They just bully the men to like lower the standards. I'm
been
confused.
taking losses for 2 decades straight. Why? Women's unrealistic expectations. No dating coach on earth can make a woman attracted to a man she has already dismissed. The apps can't do it either.
That's
what
a fact.
they can do is increase your odds. And that's the numbers game Whitney Wolf Herd tested. Check this out.
We showed our new product to a group of what I would consider the target demo, young Gen Z women. Unanimously, every single woman said, "This is it. I will use this, and this I will use."
Something's not adding up.
Here is my prediction. Women will use this AI feature.
Oh,
but
most
they
most definitely they're gonna use it. They just want to bitch about it.
will not brag about it. Not to their girlfriends, not on social media, not anywhere. Why? Because bragging requires a story. Girl, my AI concierge matched me with someone is not the story she wants to tell. The story she wants
Oh, my
is
days.
the romantic collision, the meet cute, the chase, the man who chose her over everyone
Nah, they're
else.
still gonna try to require
AI
the chase.
cannot manufacture that feeling. It can optimize a match, but it cannot replicate the Disney princess experience
That is
women
true.
are actually chasing.
That is gonna
And
be the most boring story here. I'm not gonna lie. When my AI bot told me he found you, yeah, you would have won. Like, what are we talking
is
about? What
that
the fuck?
experience? She doesn't just want a good man. She wants a man that other women want. That's why women pursue men who are already taken. People talk about what Klay Thompson did, but nobody talks about the woman on the other side who knew exactly what
That is true. A lot of, bro, I'm telling you, they've done tests. Married men with rings on get more bitches. And they like to say, because the woman knows he's safe. No, they just like to ruin homes.
she was walking into, and
Because they know he's been chosen. You see how they always want to do this bullshit the story? No, it's because she knows it's a story. Oh my gosh. He chose me even though he's married. Shut the fuck up.
still showed up. Ask the women in Tiger Woods' story. The competition, the status, the bragging rights to her girlfriend.
Yo, Tiger Woods, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how that guy was getting that many bitches, bro. That nigga play golf. Like, what the fuck?
An AI robot cannot deliver any of that. It cannot create the romantic novel moment. It cannot make her girlfriends jealous at brunch. But men, that's a completely different equation. Men are logical about companionship in a way women fundamentally are not. A man who gets consistent conversation, zero drama, full attention, and emotional availability on demand is not going to
Yeah, that's why the men like absolutely spam on the like. They don't really look at the profiles. But the women have to like dissect the profiles and break it down. Nobody cares about that shit.
be asking many questions about where it came from. Embrace yourselves. because that revolution is not coming. It's already at the door. The women laughing at AI wives today are the same ones who will be logging onto Bumble's AI concierge tomorrow.
That's a fact.
Quietly, privately, and hoping none of their friends
Yo,
find
W
out.
fucking video,
Numbers
bro.
don't lie.
I'm not gonna lie. W Manosphere Highlights Daily, man. Hopefully he doesn't get pissed about the reaction. But anyways, I appreciate man for watching the video, bro. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. And yeah, I'm see you man tomorrow. But me, bro, I truly believe this is the future. Game is game. I will never ever find a wife on there. I'll never find a wife anywhere on those apps. But you know what I'm saying? Hopefully the secular people enjoy that shit. Like their life depends on the game's game.